In 2007, my wife was diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea. When my wife went for a sleep study, that's a new thing. You're sitting there putting all these wires on your head. You're getting hooked up to all this machinery, and you're like, how am I ever going to sleep with all this stuff on? And then you got to sleep with a mask on your face that you've never put on before, and it's very scary. And if she didn't wear the mask, she could get diabetes, heart problems, possibly even death, because sleep apnea is a very severe illness. We tried for a couple nights, and about in the middle of the night, it would start making noises, leaking, irritating her face. So she'd get frustrated and throw it on the floor, and I'd hear her crying. And we finally just had to go back to the doctor again after a few weeks. We went back and said, Doc, we can't get this to work. Is there anything else? And he said, no, if you can't wear one of those masks, we don't have anything else. And I just looked at the doctor and I said, Doc, how come you guys haven't fixed this issue with the leaking and the irritation on the face? He said, we've been working on it, but we haven't got it fixed. And I said, well, I just kind of blurted out, I'm going to fix this. And I didn't really know what I was going to do. I left there kind of really feeling kind of ridiculous after I said that. But I went home, and my wife and I tried again with a mask. And in the middle of the night, after really asking God to help me help my wife, I came up with this idea to put a barrier between the mask and her face. And the barrier was a piece of cotton. And she was pretty reluctant at first because it looked kind of crazy that it would work. And she said, don't we have to have this silicone against our skin? And I said, no, I think this will work. And so she tried it one night, and to her amazement, it let her sleep all night. She slept for 7 hours, which I was thrilled with because I got some sleep also. And in the morning, she said she felt rested, and she really began to dream in the night. So we tried this method for about 3 weeks with the liner between her mask and her face at night. And she was able to put her lotion on at night. She'd throw the liner away, and we'd have another one for her the next night. And she did so well in 3 weeks, we went back to the doctor, and the doctor said, he looked at my wife, and he said, so how you doing, Deb? And she goes, I'm doing great. And he just about dropped his clipboard on the floor, and he looked up and he said, what are you doing? She goes, Bob fixed it. And he goes, well, what'd Bob do? And she says, we can't talk about it. We're getting a patent on the idea. We're going to take it to the world. And for me, that's exciting because I know the struggle my wife was having. It was a terrible struggle. And I just want to encourage you, if you're struggling with the same things we struggle with leaking around your eyes, the mask irritating your skin, you can't wear your lotions at night like you want to, RemZzzs can fix that for you. And that's why I want to tell you this story, because it will get better. And RemZzzs has helped my wife tremendously to be able to sleep with her mask.